for being with us today, folks. We've got quarterback Davis Warren here, along with defensive back Makari Paige. A few questions for these guys. We're ready to get started. We can go on the front left here with Chris. Go ahead.
Makari, first off, pick. What did you see on that play?
We was in man coverage, too high, and I saw number 2 go do an out route. I was outside leverage already though. Once he saw I had my leverage, he tried to go back inside, quarterback threw it, and just jumped it.
They were going to lose to Ohio State and beat Michigan.
Yeah, it's a blessing, man, to be able to go out 4-0 against them guys. So yeah, definitely feeling great about that.
In the middle there, Charlie.
Davis, can you just describe the emotion of winning this game today?
Oh, it's hard to really put into words how much it means to this group. We talk about it, 365 days a year, and talked about it since I've been here. Coach Harbaugh started that. Coach Morris kept it going, and this game means everything to us. And, things haven't gone exactly how we wanted them to, no doubt, over the course of the year. But, man, just so proud of this group. O-line, Kalel, his defense, Makari. Man, they really stepped up and played an incredible football game. And man, just, don't have enough words to describe how proud I am of all of them.
With the win, you go not just from the 7-5 and 6-6, but 7-5 and you beat Ohio State. Do you think this changes your perception of the season significantly?
Yeah, our goals every year is to, beat our rivals, beat Michigan State, and beat Ohio State. And, we accomplished that goal. So that's really important to us. And, get to come in here and get a win in this sort of environment against a good football team was it was a great feeling.
Front right here, Dennis.
Could both you guys describe just what happened in the melee afterwards? How does it you guys?
I had a youth coach tell me once whenever there was a fight on the field, just walk the other way. So did that against Michigan State when they started getting chippy, and looks like, Ohio did the same thing, and so I didn't see any of it.
The game mean a lot to both teams. So emotions high after the game, So that's really what it is.
They came running over, the Ohio State players came running over afterwards. You guys or somebody tried to plant the flag, I think, in midfield. Do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe.
Front row, Tony.
Not a lot of, the last 3 years, some people were picking you guys, some weren't. This year, not a lot of people were picking you guys. How much does that add to the sweetness of this moment, especially for you guys?
We're not listening to what other people are picking or who they think's going to win, or what they thought we were going to do or not do. At the end of the day, you just got to win the football game. And when you get in a game like this, it doesn't really matter what anyone else is saying. And, maybe they were listening to it too much, because I know we were prepared, more than ready to go out there and play our best football, stay focused on what we had to do to win the football game. And, man, we did that.
If you guys could speak to just the margins that you had to have to win this one, winning the turnover battle, the kicks going the right way. Did you know it was going to need to be real clean like that?
Yeah, we knew we had to get the ball off their offense. That's something we tried to do this week. We planned on that, and the goal for the DBs by themselves was a +2. So we got that done, and we won the game. So.
Standing to the right here, Angelique.
Davis, you're shorthanded, no Colston, and then Donovan's out the second half. Can you speak to the performance that Kalel had and you picking up a couple of those third down versions on that drive?
Really unbelievable, superhuman from Kalel, especially on that third down, being able to shake a guy off and really just want it more. That's what it came down to, and he wanted it. And, to break that one off, and the O-line did a great job as well. So, and Coach Campbell and Coach Newsom did a great job putting a run plan in place that, was effective. We rushed for 170-something yards, and, we knew it was going to be a downhill physical game. And we were prepared for that, and just so proud of that whole group. O-line, Kalel, Donna when he was in there. Jordan Marshall got some play too, and then the tight ends, Brady and Marlon and those guys. Those guys are tempo setters for this offense.
Sorry, in the first half you had a defensive pass breakup early, and then you had to hit on Will Howard. Did you disrupt his flow, you think?
Hard to say really, but yeah, taking the hit. He was down for a minute, so definitely probably rattled him a little bit, and then plus with the D line getting to him and hitting him, knocking him down, definitely probably was a little bit hurried up in the pocket. So maybe.
Next, Angelique is Wojo.
For both players, you've beaten them 4 times in a row, and the word always seems to come back to toughness.
I mean, I think, we talk about it. We talk about what type of team we want to be, what type of team we want to be known as. And, Coach Moore talks about it. That smash mentality, and that's discipline and tough and doing your job, not doing too much, not trying to do anything outside of what you know how to do, and just operating to the best of your ability. And, I'm just really proud of this whole group. I think they did that today. They showed toughness. Everyone that was out there showed toughness, and that's what these games came down to, and showed in the final score.
Gentlemen,
Makari,
back right.
especially on defense, you knocked it around the quarterback and also stumping the running game. You feel that was
I think as a defense, as a team, honestly, we are tougher than them. I feel like, yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah.
Gentlemen, back right.
Was there a certain just kind of moment in the game when you guys felt that confidence that you came in playing where it was overriding maybe OSU's ability to play just as far as their talent level was concerned?
I mean, I thought on that offensive drive in the first half when we were going into the wind, and we drove right down the field, and I think we started our own, within our own 10-yard line, and went down there and, put ourselves in a good spot. And I think, just with that gave us a lot of confidence. Picked up some third downs on that drive, and really got things moving. And I think that was, I can't speak for the defense, but I think that was big for the offense to get some stuff rolling.
Front middle.
I think before the game, it kind of like gave us that, like, we knew like they really didn't want to. Well, they probably didn't want to, but they probably like they tried to look tough. They tried to like stare us down, but we knew in our head like they really didn't want to come out here and play us.
For each of you, in light of what happened after the game today, what do you think about the concept of losing gracefully?
I mean, I think we talked about it all week, being disciplined and letting our play on the field do the talking, and through the echo of the whistle. I think we had that one on Sportsman, like offsetting one, which those are going to happen in games like this. But I think as a unit, as a team, we did a great job of that. What happened at the end, I can't speak for that, but we're going to win in your house, and we're going to plant the flag. Like, you should have done something about it.
All right, standing up to the right, Aaron McMahon.
For both of you, could you speak to the idea of being Ohio State, keeping them out of the Big Ten title game, and creating some doubt in the foundation of the program?
I mean, I can speak for like just beating them right now. Like beating them was enough for us to be satisfied and happy. Not really to focus on their postseason goals and whatever, but just beating them today was our main goal.
All right, we got time for two more. Back left, Zach.
For both of you guys, you've been asked to bounce back as a team and stay together through a lot of losses and downs this season. How much did that prepare you for this game where there were a lot of emotional ups and downs and kind of adverse moments?
I think it was huge. Coach Moore has a term called FIDO, which is F it and drive on, and that's speaks to this group. We always talk about it. Whatever happens, it's that next moment mentality. Each play, each day, each game is an independent event and has no bearing on the last play or the next play. And Coach Trest does a great job of that in the weight room, always throwing us off guard and different things. And I think that just that helped us when we got in this game, and in a game like this where there's a lot of emotions and up and downs, and just FIDO.
All right, last question for these guys. The middle from Noah.
Yeah, Davis, just for so much of that second half, the offense couldn't get in the end zone, but the defense consistently gave you chance after chance. What did it mean to have that support, and how did they help you get there finally at the end?
Oh, I mean, Kari and that whole group, they won us this football game, no doubt. The way that they played against that offense, they did an incredible job. All credit goes to them and Coach Wink, and even the interception at the goal line just can't happen. That's inexcusable by me, and they bailed me out. So I'm just really proud of those guys, and and they did so much to win this football game for us, and I had trust in them, and they made it happen, and then we had to go down and score points to to win the game, we were able to do it. So just, true team effort. But, man, those guys really stepped up in key moments, and just so proud of that group. And, I owe them all something for that.
Team effort. He did a great job.
All right, thanks everybody. You guys out.
We'll get started with Coach Moore. If you guys have a question, make sure you raise your hand. I'm starting to right with Dennis.
Sherrone, congratulations. At the end, was there any fault to be had on either side?
I mean, it was emotions on both sides. On our guys, I didn't see they had the flag, and guys were waving around, and their guys charged us. So it was emotion on both sides. It can't happen. Rivalry games get heated, especially this one. It's the biggest one in the country. So we got to handle that better.
It looked like Max got in the face with pepper spray. Do you know who that was from? Was that?
Those were the officers that were around. So they were just trying to control the security was trying to control everything. So they got both sides of guys trying to make sure that we took care of them. So, but we got to do a better job handling that as a group. I addressed it in the locker room. We'll address it again. But that's both sides.
What does that say about the rivalry?
It's a heated rivalry. It's one that, we all talk about it. They talk about it. We talk about it. It's in my office. I walk in, and the first thing I see is Ohio State. What are we doing to beat Ohio State today? So it's something you think about 365, and, we're excited we won the game. Very excited for winning the game and proud of our guys.
Chris?
Coaches games usually won and lost in the trenches. Can you just talk about how your defensive line played and then also your offense?
I mean, I think our defense played outstanding. You held a high-powered offense again another week to 10 points, 77 rushing yards. This game has been won, I think, the last 20 years in the rushing battle. We had 172 and they had 77, so that's usually the story of the game. So our guys played great, especially the D-line. The O-line played great when they needed to, and they got some real good push, and we kind of hammered them. And wind was a factor going towards the locker room and away from the locker room, so you couldn't throw as much and be effective in the throw game. So you definitely had to have a good run plan. So I thought our guys did a good job.
And then just Khalil's run, what you see on that, and just the will.
I mean, it's like the USC run all over again. You got people tackle him in the backfield, and he's hard to bring down. He runs angry, he runs physical. So proud of him. Career high, 32 carries, 116 yards. So, I mean, just all you can ask for.
James?
Sherrone, how important is maintaining emotional composure in this game? How do you guys preach that message?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about playing with discipline and not emotion, and there's a couple times, and it happens in these rivalry games, especially this one every year. There's always some some talk, some extra things going on, and you got to control that. So it's all about the emotions in the game. You can talk about it, you can do that in practice, but it's completely different when you get in the arena with the opponent. So you just got to completely, we got to do a better job of doing that, and so do they.
And given what happened after the game, easier for you to speak about it when you're sitting in the winner's chair, but how important, or what do you think of the concept of losing gracefully?
Yeah, I'm not. We didn't lose, so we won. So I'm not gonna worry about losing.
Noah?
Sherrone, obviously, you got the win as acting head coach last year, but first year as head coach in Michigan, beating Ohio State. What does that mean for you and just everything that you've done?
It means everything, but it really is all about the players. Like I said in the post game, the Mason Grahams, the Kenneth Grants, the Josiahs, the Derricks, the TJ guys, the Miles Hittons, the Josh Preeby's, Crippens, Gio, Evan Link, those guys up front. We talked about it all week. It's going to start up front, and the trenches win the game. And it's not really about scheme. It's not really about technique. It's really about the will and the will to want to put your man in the backfield or put him across the line of scrimmage. And that's what we preached all week, and that's what those guys did.
Please?
The game was won by a field goal. Ohio State missed two throughout the game. Can you talk about your trust in Spada?
He's the man. He's an absolute animal. Just great kicker. Great dude. He's been a great addition to the team. I hope I can keep him for another year. He might go to the NFL, so we'll try to keep him. But he's really good. I mean, but we just have complete trust in him. It never phases him. In practice we put him in the worst situations, and he just drills it and he just looks at you like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. So the guy's amazing. He's awesome. Great teammate, great kid.
Tony?
Sherrone, congratulations. We know that you guys this week you talked about how you always believe, despite what had happened this year. I wonder, was there a moment today where you could feel that Ohio State kind of believed, like, oh, we're not just going to run over them, the fans, and there was a shift. They had a lot of momentum early.
We just kind of went about our process of what we thought. And, when we got it up in the fourth quarter, and I told everybody to listen, listen to the sounds, and there was nothing. So we knew at 10-10 we had them. And that was the goal. We wanted to just keep on the ropes, keep fighting, and our guys did that. But it wasn't really about what anybody else thought. We didn't talk about belief. We just talked about trust. Trust in each other, trust in yourself, trust in what you can do, and go win the game.
And then at the half, that touchdown right before the half really could have taken the momentum from you guys. How did you not let it?
Play the next play, Fido. They've got really good players too. So we always talk about Fido, forget it and drive on. Big plays are going to happen. They're a good team, so that's what we did.
Back right over here, Aaron.
What was the week like in practice? Was it any different than normal?
This week is always pretty intense. Every week's intense, but I think there's just a level of focus, a level of detail, a level of concentration that everybody knows what's at stake for this week. And those signs of what are you doing to beat Ohio State today get even bigger in your mind and thought process. So the process of what we did wasn't the same. Wasn't different. It was the same as we usually are.
I think the psychological edge you guys have got over the last 100 years, things manifest themselves over this game. You guys know you can keep this team, so they didn't. How much do you feel like that kind of contributed?
I don't know. I can't tell you what they think. I just know that our guys knew what we could do and wasn't really worried about what they thought.
And then what do you think this does for the program, and how does it change the complexion of the season and how it looks?
Well, for us, like I said before, we don't really care what other people think. It's about what our players in the building think and what everybody around us think. And, we're just happy we beat Ohio State. And that was the most important thing today, and that's what we're riding with.
Back here with the hat on.
Sherrone, you talk about preparing for this game all year long, and even the week up, you guys don't really change anything up. But are you instilling in your guys, hey, if we win, we lose, it really doesn't matter? Are you kind of taking that approach, or are you really drilling into their heads, do not lose this game today?
Yeah, I don't think we ever say just do not lose. We just talk about how to win and what we need to do to win. Never put the losing factor in your mind. And our guys never had the losing thought in their mind. They walked in the meeting room on Monday, and they were as excited as anything. It was just like we were 11-0, because they knew the importance of the week and what it took. And, we worked 365 for this game, and that's how we're going to continue to approach it. We're never going to stop thinking about this game, regardless of who we're playing. That's no disrespect to the other opponent, but this game is the most important game of the year, and it always will be.
Well, Joe.
Sherrone, you touched upon it. You probably didn't pay attention to what people were saying, but Ohio State 3-touchdown favorite, and you guys had no chance theoretically.
No chance.
Yeah, theoretically, that's what people said.
It's cool.
Yeah. So, did you take note of that? And what did you see in your team that you knew that they felt they had a chance?
I didn't even know what, people talk about that. I have zero clue about any of that. I'm locked in the office and in Schembeckler Hall most of the time. I told, Ward told me I can't sleep there anymore, so I don't sleep there. But no, I was completely focused on our team and our coaches. That's it. That's the only thought process I had. I wasn't thinking about anything else. So just worry about winning the game, and that's, we're just going to go about it like that.
Do you kind of chuckle at the notion of no chance?
Yeah.
Reka.
Sherrone, we talked about Mason a little bit earlier. He's showed up all season, did it again in a big way today. Can you just touch on his game?
Yeah, he's an absolute animal. I wish I could convince him to stay for another year, but we probably all know that's not going to happen. But you talk about an incredible kid, incredible player, a force, and gives you everything he has on every single play he's in the game. And he's going to be an outstanding pro. He's unbelievable. I love him, and I couldn't be more proud of him.
John.
You talked about the talk surrounding this game. 4 years ago, they were talking about hanging 100 on you in a single game. They haven't gotten there, added up over 4 years.
Didn't know that.
About how Michigan's asserted itself in this series.
I think just our mindset of how we attack it. We started really in 21 with Coach Harbaugh and putting it all over the building. It's a constant thought process, and how we practice, what we do when we practice, of thinking about this game, how we build our team, what we do, and it'll continue to be that way. We're going to continue to build this team, the foundation of who we are, this culture around winning this game, and that's what it's got to be about.
Austin.
You had a moment with Davis leaving the podium. Can you share what you said to him and just what this moment was?
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about the pick, and I told him don't do that again. Don't talk about that again. He played so good. I mean, you talk about how much he moved our team down the field on third down. He was elite. You know, he was really, really good. And the one pick was low, but we got to be in the right spot spacing-wise. So it's not all on Davis. You know, people, probably try to criticize him, and I'm not going to read anything, but I can tell you this dude played his heart out for this team and gave everything he could for this team to be the quarterback and go win here. When nobody probably gave him a chance. You know, nobody gave him a chance in life. And he's where he is now is success in itself.
Sherrone, it seemed like Ohio State Ryan Day was trying all season to prove that their toughness this season. How much did you emphasize being out-toughing this team today?
That's who we are, so we don't really need to talk about it. You know, we're built. That's how we're built. We don't talk about toughness. We don't talk about that. You know, how we're built in the weight room, what we do on the field, physicality, how we practice. That's just who who Michigan is. So we don't really need to talk about it.
And also on offense, we're short-handed without Colston.
Yeah.
And then you lose Donovan. What's the second halftime message to the team?
Yeah, next man up. You know, just told you Hogan Hansen got the first third down catch, and he's a true freshman. Just nothing bugs him, nothing worries him. And then obviously when you got Kalel and then ready for Jordan Marshall to go in there, so we felt like we had enough guys to go compete and go win, and we did.
Charlie?
Sherrone, we saw Makari walking here with the game book. Can you talk about how he and Amir and really the defense as a whole came up big in the year?
I mean, I think just overall, you look at their stats, their lowest output total yards all year with 252. You know, we talked about as a team we had to win the time of possession, and we did. We possessed it 33 minutes. They did 26. Defense, outstanding job. Let's see what the third downs were. Third downs was 16. And I mean, it started off with stopping the run. You know, they had a hard time running the football. It's hard to move KG and Mason and Rayshawn and Trey Pierce and all those guys who we see every day in practice. So it started with that, and then, zeroing in on their playmakers and doing things to slow them down, because you're not going to completely stop them. But I thought we did a great job of slowing them down.
I'm going to go with two more, and then we're going to bring in Dom Zapata. So I'm going to go in the back right there.
Coach, this is one of those rivalries where it's truly like a one-game season. Where do you find the balance between the satisfaction of winning today, understanding that there were still missed opportunities?
Yeah, we're just going to enjoy this moment, enjoy today, enjoy this game. We understand the ramifications of this game and how much it means to this program, the alumni, the university, and we know we just won in the horseshoe again.
Last question, Chris.
After the Northwestern game, it seemed like you had some momentum. Did you kind of feel it in that game, kind of start to really come together for this team?
Yeah, I felt it throughout the game, felt it in practice. I mean, I felt it really in the buy-in week that, Bredesen dubbed it the buy-in week. I just felt like the shift, the guys, they always practiced hard. They always practiced physical. The detail was really, really good, and I thought our coaches did a good job preparing them. So, but more importantly, our guys just played their tails off. It's all the credits to them, how they prepared mentally, physically, emotionally. We had Thanksgiving. We had to go earlier. We had to do different things to maneuver it, and those guys just did everything they could to make sure we won this game, and proud of them.
Was Rod Moore down here?
Huh? Rod was here. Okay. Yeah, Rod was here. Rod is a little wild on the sideline sometimes, but we love him.
All right, thanks everyone. We're gonna
Appreciate it.
Kalel Malus, Josiah Stewart, and Dominic Zapata.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hot.
All right, thanks for sticking with us, everyone. Got edge rusher Josiah Stewart, running back Kalel Mullings, and kicker Dominic